I'm Aubyn.
Hi, I'm Phil.
I'm Andy.
And we're Aubyn Beth. Aubyn Beth came together as I went to high school with Andy, and we were in choir together and did all those performance type gigs. And then Phil, that I met through a mutual friend because I opened up for one of his many bands, and we kind of just connected musically and decided to get things going, and we needed another dude, and so we contacted Andy and we got together and jammed out a little bit, and it ended up working out.
We went over to Andy's house and we walked up into his apartment. It was like a musician's dream. It was you walk into his living room, there's drum set, guitars, amps, everything, and like he didn't have furniture or anything. It was just drums and guitars. It was a pretty cool place to write music. Give him our ideas.
They came over to my apartment and just kind of presented some songs that they were working on, and just kind of started jamming them out, and it just kind of happened. It just flowed. It was just, I don't want to say magical because it's cliche, but it just
The mind's match.
Right. Love at first listen.
Baby, you know that I don't ever mean to push you, but I do, yeah. So take it easy on me, cause my intentions are so true.
My biggest influence is Jason Mraz. I feel that he's really influenced the way that I songwrite, and I've always wanted to create an album that was very multifaceted and had different genres, from country to, you know, standard pop music to whatever, and Jason actually did it and was successful.
Incubus and maybe the Beatles. I just like the abstractness of those two bands.
One of my biggest influences is John Mayer. I like the way he came out of the scene. He did his pop thing, and now he's able to play the music he loves. He plays blues, he plays jazz. It's a pretty cool thing.
I feel that the band that I loved the most live was definitely Green Day. I felt like they have a lot of really good energy on stage. I really like that they have the audience participate, and they bring kids up and have them play guitar and stuff, and I think that they have the same passion at every show, and they always show that they really want to be up there, and I think that's half the battle, showing people that you want to be doing what you're doing, that it's not just a gig. And hopefully when we're on stage, that's the message that we're conveying to people, that this is something we want to do, and we're enthusiastic about being up there, and they're just along for the ride, and kind of having that exchange between us and the audience.
I think one of my favorite shows I've been to recently is an Incubus show, and you know, they just seem like real guys playing their instruments and showing the audience their real selves, and I think we do that as well as a band. Aubyn, Phil, and I go up on stage as us. We don't try to script ourselves. We just, you know, project our happiness onto the audience, and I think the audience feels that energy.
My favorite live show to see is Flowers for Dorians. They a local band from out here, and they just portray this energy that you can't even explain in words. You'd have to go out and see a show. But what they do is they get so passionate and so into their music that it just draws their fans in. And I think that what I'm trying to do as an artist, you know, performing on stage with, you know, my fellow musicians, is I try to mimic, and not in the sense of thrashing or headbanging or anything like that, but just show passion when I play. Just to try to, like, when I play, I want the fans and the audience to be drawn towards my passion when I'm playing, and to feel like what we were feeling when we wrote that song. So it's what I like the best.
I feel like our band is multifaceted. I think that we represent a lot of different sounds. If you put in our album, it's kind of obvious that we've got some like pop punk influences, and some, like with Way Down, we've got some folkier influences. So like there's even like Beach Boy influences in the Happy song. So I think we definitely try to channel all of the artists that inspired us.
We just take a bunch of different styles and we put it together in our own kind of way that makes us who we are, and makes us this writing team, and, you know, makes us become, you know, something that, you know, people are like, well, I like this song, but
kind of like this song, but I think my mom would like this song. So you know, we appeal to that whole wide spectrum of people.
A lot of people have told us to kind of pick a sound and stick with it, and
Just write what we love.
I think that's
write
been
what we
the
want.
biggest wall that's gotten in our way from trying to really write the songs that we love and explore that opportunity. When we try and pigeonhole ourselves, then we end up writing songs that we're not passionate about.